Coming off another profitable week, that's 12 of the last 14 weeks. Let's recap it and run it back. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another episode of Winning Bets. I'm your host, Jason Mattis, as always. Thanks for kicking off your week with me here as we're on the Monday edition here of Winning Bets, giving out free sports picks each and every single day. And I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. You guys were able to enjoy yourself. It was a great, fantastic weekend here in the Windy City. Got out, enjoyed those parks, did lots of good fun there with the sun, chasing the little man around. And again, I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. As you can see, we're putting out this show again with an AM. The time of the day has an AM behind it, not PM. It feels really good to be back in the normal groove here, getting out the normal amount of content, but more importantly, getting it out early, so we can all get on those same value and those same lines. So I'm glad that we can do that. Let's go ahead and make sure we always recap last week. We're coming off the heels of a money-making weekend, exactly what we said on Friday's show. We were profitable on Friday. Saturday, we lost a little bit on Monday, but then we bounced right back and we were profitable on Sunday. Let's go ahead and do the full recap right now. As you guys can see right there, we went 12 and 17 and plus 3.87 units. Guys, that now continues an absolutely just incredibly hot streak we're on. We've now been profitable in 12 of the last 14 weeks. And in those 14 weeks, I'm up over 41.38 units. Let's hear the register again. That's what I'm talking about, 41.38 units. We've been kicking ass here on this show, and I'm really pumped that you guys have been part of that profit. Let's go ahead and talk about some of those noticeable wins and some of those noticeable losses from last week. A noticeable win had to have been when we correctly jumped on YouTube Live. A bunch of you guys jumped on YouTube Live with me, and we correctly predicted Bolt to break Jack's sock there in one of his games. It was set 1, game 4. My man came through with a nice break of serve there, give us a nice plus 450 cash. So that was a great one there for us. We also got Crowder. He got over 6.5 rebounds. Seemed like everybody was on that bet, and that was certainly one we were on and got a nice cash there. We also, in game 5, did Cam Johnson up over 1.5 made threes, and he got that one on Saturday night as he hit 2 threes, went 2 for 2. So it was a sweat. He only took 2 attempts, but my man made both of them, so obviously went up over 1.53, so that was a nice job there by Johnson. We also hit a parlay. We did one over on Barstools over on this week on Saturday. We did a 4-leg parlay, multiple sports. We had a NASCAR play in there. We had a baseball play in there. Let's see, we had a UFC play in there. And what was the 4th leg? 4th leg was slipping my mind right now, but yeah, it was UFC. It was basketball. Was basketball. We took Naughton to have over 1.53. So we did all the sports up in that parlay and got that one to cash. We had to put in a hedge. It was the hedge that actually cashed. Guys, you've been watching the show long enough. If I've got a parlay in and if I'm down to the last leg, I always parlay. We know sports are funny. We know anything can happen. We sit here, we try and handicap it. We try and predict it to the best of our abilities. But you know, I know, everybody knows anything can happen. So it was actually, while it was Barstool's parlay hit, it was actually the hedge that I put in that actually ended up coming through, winning up over 3 units on that. And then we won our Sunday Night Baseball same game parlay. We've been cashing, I believe that's now 3 of the last 4 or 3 of the last 5. I think it's 3 of the last 4 because they were on the All-Star break where they didn't do a Sunday Night Baseball game. We've been killing Sunday Night Baseball same game parlays. That's exactly what we did. Well, we did over 9.5 runs last night. We did Bogarts to have a hit, and we did there would be a tie at the end of the first inning. Yeah, got that parlay to hit. So just a good, nice parlay for us win right there. Some of the notable losses are Royals team total. That was on Sunday's action. That was the whole fade Matt Harvey day. He didn't give up any runs. Matt Harvey looked like a bona fide ace yesterday. So yeah, sportsbooks cleaned up like on that one. Anytime Matt Harvey actually has a good game, one of my buddy texted me, he said, well, don't worry. That's just his one good start that he does every month to somehow stay in the major leagues. Surely he'll revert back to being the good old fade Matt Harvey, and we'll look to do that. I mean, he's profitable fading Matt Harvey. We're not going to let one loss get us in the way of fading Matt Harvey, but that one did happen. We also missed a Nerfy yesterday, Mets and Pirates. There were 6 runs in that first inning. That one's a little upsetting because that was the same parlay we got to cash on July 9th. Tried to run it back, and we got tripped up there. We also got Diamondbacks. That was our dog of the day on Saturday. Our dog of the day. That one hurts. That one hurts because the Diamondbacks were winning going into the 9th inning, and their closer blew the lead for our dog of the day. So, yeah, that's certainly a noticeable loss. That one hurts. And our last noticeable loss is the Marlins. That was the game on Friday, where Alcantara went up against Moore. Moore. Alcantara looked like Moore, and Moore looked like Alcantara. They had a role reversal in their performance. That one's upsetting. And then that one's also a noticeable loss because that was the first of our 10 free giveaway bets that we're doing, and ended up, unfortunately, being a loss there. But still good. Just an outstanding week, plus 3.87 units. And now up over the last 14 weeks with being profitable in 12 of those weeks, up over 41.38 units. Again, guys, congratulations. I'm always happy for you guys. Go ahead and hit that like button and let me know you were part of that cash. Speaking of those dogs of the day, I told you we're going to update those on Mondays. That's where post All-Star break, I'm giving you guys my dog of the day. We're 1 and 2 of those. 1 and 2, and it just feels, I mean, it hurts. We should be 2-1. Obviously, we had that Diamondbacks loss on Saturday. And, you know, we've all heard the cliche, you are what your record is. So, while I should be 2-1, I am 1 and 2. But we'll look to give you guys, obviously, some dog of the day winners this week and get that into a winning record and also give you up on some units right there. All right, let's jump on into the NBC Sports Predictor app. Let's go ahead and give away some money. Let's first start with the NBA contest that was on Saturday. We got Jock War Original coming in first place with 45 points. A really nice, solid showing by him. He's a repeat winner, so just a good performance by him. Congratulations, and everybody else is right there. You know how this guy goes. 1 assist, 1 rebound the other way, and your name can be up on the top winning that money next time. So good luck to anybody in the future. And then let's flip it over to the golf contest. We had that British Open. We had Kush Delight coming with 95 points. Outstanding work by Kush Delight. And also, we predicted the winner of Morikawa. If you go and look at his entry, he had Morikawa winning that thing. So good entry, lots of good head-to-heads that they were predicted. And then anytime you can go ahead and predict the winner, I say that is extra kudos. So good job, Kush Delight. So Kush Delight and Jock War Original, go ahead and hit me up on Twitter. Jock's got $20. And because Thad, though, hooking up the golf prize with an extra $20, Kush Delight has $40 coming his way. So congratulations again to both of you, and good luck there on the next contest to everybody else. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead now and jump on into some bets. The first one I want to give you guys is Rangers Tigers F5 under 4.5 runs at minus 125 at PointsBet. And guys, this, we're not going to break down a whole hell of a lot because we cashed this exact same play on July 7th, just before the All-Star break. This is the game where there was Gibson versus Mize. We took it at under 4.5 that day for the F5, and there were 4 runs in those first 4 innings. You guys remember 2 of those 4 runs were solo home runs by Joey Gallo. This game's now being moved into Detroit, where maybe the ball won't be flying out like it does in that hot Texas air, so we have that advantage to us. And then we don't really, again, don't need to break this down because we just got a cash a week ago. We know Gibson, we know Mize, we know these offenses. We believe these pitchers can run it back and do it again. So that's exactly what we'll do. We'll see if we can't get the exact same cash. F5 under 4.5 runs at minus 125 over a PointsBet. All right, next one we're going to do for you here. Let's go ahead and get in a good old parlay. Let's go ahead and parlay the White Sox Game 1 money line with the Astros money line, and that comes in at plus 117 over PointsBet. The White Sox in Game 1, that's the one we're going to bet, is they're going up against the Twins. This is better starter, better bullpen, better offense. Better starter, you're getting Jax on the mound versus Lynn. Jax is a little unproven there, but Lynn, he's bona fide Cy Young candidate, certainly in the top 2, top 3 Cy Young candidate. Feels like obviously Garrett Cole is obviously number 1 for the Cy Young, and he's number 1 because of a name recognition, and also because he plays for the Yankees. But if the Yankees miss out on the playoffs and maybe Garrett Cole stumbles a little bit, as long as the White Sox continue doing what they're doing and Lynn continues doing what you're doing, you could look at the Cy Young winner in Lynn. That's how great of a season he's having. So yeah, we're definitely getting the better starter in this Game 1 matchup. We're getting the better bullpen. The White Sox have better bullpen numbers, and we're getting the better offense. Twins have a good offense in their own right, but it's not as good as that White Sox offense. So that one's a no-brainer. Better offense, better bullpen, better starter. And then we look it over to the Astros, and we're going to parlay them with. They're getting the Indians. Again, we're getting the better starter. We're getting, I believe it's Mejia going up against Greinke. So we'll take the better starter there in Zach Greinke. We're getting the better offense, significantly better offense. Astros are the number 1 offense in major leagues, and the Indians, depending on which stat you want to look at, they're in bottom 5. I mean, it's just not a good offense. Indians do have the bullpen advantage, but if we get that offense advantage to come through, if we get that starter advantage to come through in Zach Greinke, the Indians' bullpen advantage really won't matter, and the Astros will kind of roll out their good arms. They've got their good arms rested, having come off the weekend losing to the White Sox. So, yeah, this was a no-brainer parlay. Let's just hope it comes through for us. We'll do Astros, White Sox Game 1, where it's Jax versus Lynn at plus 117 over a PointsBet. And then, guys, I like that bet so much. That is our second of our 10 free giveaway bets. So I put an extra $50 on that bet. So when this bet cashes, when the Astros and the White Sox win, come back on tomorrow's show. We'll give away somebody with $57. We'll pull a name up out of that hat, and somebody will walk away with $57. All right, guys, let's get on now to the dog of the day. Woo, woo. Let's get on to the dog of the day. I'm going to go ahead and take Red Sox money line at plus 116 over FanDuel. That is where you can find the best price. I do not show a bet slip here because we're utilizing Bet Rivers Sportsbook now, and Bet Rivers on Monday gives you a 20% profit boost, but it has to be used live. So I'll just wait till first pitch and go ahead and bet it. I'm obviously going to get a better line than plus 116 over FanDuel. Whatever line I get, I'll of course tweet it. That's the line we'll use at the show. But in terms of you guys, if you don't have any profit boost or anything, the best line is at FanDuel at plus 116. Let's go ahead and jump into it right now. What we like here, we know the Red Sox aren't going to have all the advantages, right? They're a dog going to this game, generally speaking, for a reason. But what I do like about this, and why I do think the Red Sox can win this game, Pivetta, the starter here for the Red Sox, going up against Stripling here of the Blue Jays. He's got the better ERA. He's got the better opponent's batting average. He's got the better opponent's slugging. He's got the better K per 9. He gives up a home run every 6.9 innings, where Stripling gives up a home run every 4.6 innings. So I absolutely like that. Pivetta's got the better numbers than Stripling. Both of these guys, Pivetta's already seen the Blue Jays twice. Stripling's already seen the Red Sox twice. Both of them rocked in both times. I mean, both of those guys, you go look at the numbers. One of the guys only went 3.2 innings. I think he gave up 8 runs. I mean, both of these guys admittedly got absolutely rocked against the opponent. But again, Pivetta's got the better numbers. And Pivetta, if we look at what they've done in the month of July, they both had 2 starts prior to the All-Star break. By far, Pivetta had the better numbers. So let's just hope he can carry some of the momentum he built in the month of July on after the All-Star break, and he can go ahead and have the better performance up over Stripling. Offensive-wise, slightly better to Toronto. Bullpen-wise, it's relatively even right there. So given that the bullpens are relatively even, Toronto's offense, I mean, it's slightly better. We know the Red Sox have a really, really good offense in their own right. We got the better advantage there in the starter. Anything can really happen with both of these guys getting rocked by the opponent. I like the Red Sox as my dog of the day. You're getting the first place team in the AL East. If that's going to be your dog of the day, let's go Red Sox for a nice dog of the day cash. All right, guys, just a couple other things I may tweet out later today that I'm going to keep my eyes on. I may do that Rays run line. They're going up against the Orioles. Rays are the better team, but the Orioles have a relatively decent starter on the mound. I mean, he's so young. He's only had 3 starts so far, so it's a very small sample size, but he has been performing pretty good this season. But I'm leaning Rays run line. Haven't quite put my money behind it yet. Let's see if I get to that window yet. And then I'll also like that over in the Blue Jays Red Sox game. I just don't know if I want to put all my eggs in that basket in that over in that Blue Jays Red Sox game. But boy, these starters, I think both of them will actually get hit, and both of them will absolutely get hit hard. So I do like the over in that game. But let's see. Both of those are only leans right now. They're not bets. We'll see. As you guys can know, follow me on Twitter. It's at WinningBetsPod. It's at WinningBetsPod. If I go ahead and make those official bets, that's where I'll go ahead and announce it, is there on Twitter. All right, guys, that's what we're going to do right there. So we're going to roll with that F5 under there in the Rangers-Tigers game. We're going to roll with that Moneyline Parlay, Astros, White Sox, and our dog of the day is the Red Sox there on the money line. Let's have us a fantastic Monday to go on what has been just an incredible run that we've been on, profiting now 12 of the 14 weeks. Let's keep it going, guys. Go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know that you're going to cash these bets for me. We'll count up the profit on tomorrow's show, and we'll do it all over again. Guys, have a good one. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.